Over the last few days since update 1.50 for the console edition of Rust, I've been playing the game and I've come to a conclusion, and it is not what a lot of you expect it to be. The game has its bugs. When you spawn in, you pull out your torch and it's black instead of a nicely shaded color with the texture on it. When you pull out your gun, sometimes it goes black. When you find another player, sometimes they're black, and not their skin color, their whole player model. But the game fixed a lot of the glaring issues that were really holding it back, and I think right now is the time for a lot of you to actually get back into the game. They introduced a new monument cargo ship. So right now they've got cargo ship, large oil rig, and small oil rig. All of these are pulling some of the better players away from sort of the main monuments on the map. They've still got the main monuments on the map. They've got monuments like Dome and Sewer for people who are new. They've got Airfield, Launch, and all of that for people who are sort of like mid-tier players. You still have those crate drops that you can play for. And in addition to all of this, update 1.50 fixed a lot of the lag issues that were plaguing last generation. I've talked to people with Xbox Ones and PS4s, and all of them report that the game is running much smoother than it used to. You've got to go into the options. You've got to lower your graphical settings. So there's a video options. You can lower your graphical settings. But once you do that, a lot of people are reporting that the game runs a lot better. And if you're on next gen or current gen consoles, you can go into those same settings and turn the settings up so you get a better gaming experience. In addition to all these fixes and everything like that, it is a blueprint wipe, which means everybody's sort of starting from zero. So this weekend is actually a really great time to get back into Rust. Jump onto a monthly server, play to your heart's content. You're going to be sitting around getting into a lot of primitive bow fights. There's a lot of new players, or not new players, but old players returning for the game because it's a blueprint wipe. And overall, it's actually a really good experience right now. So if you're on the fence about playing Rust or getting back into the console edition of Rust, I definitely say this might be your chance to go get back into the game, see how it runs, see how it plays, and get a feel for what Rust is like right now. Because if the last time you played was a year ago or 6 months ago, it's a completely different experience now, and I recommend everybody who's already paid the price for the game checks it out. If you're on the fence about buying the game, though, I'd still say if you're last gen, maybe hold off on it. If you're next gen or current gen, you're probably going to really like the game. I'm not going to lie and tell you there's no bugs that'll pop up, because there's a lot of bugs, and some of them are glaringly obvious, but it seems like the dev team is slowly fixing through a lot of these, and from a base gameplay standpoint, the game actually runs a lot better now than it used to, and for a lot of people, this is acceptable for a PvP game that isn't competitive. So yeah, if it comes to Rust and you're on the fence about whether or not to jump back into the game, I'd say now would be a good chance to at least give it a try and see how you like the feel of it, because a lot's changed in the last couple months, and it's mostly for the better. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.